What's up, y'all? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, however you are paying attention. Welcome into Sports with Balls. I'm your host, Jeff Michael, as usual. Interesting last couple of days in sports. Nothing too crazy. That is, if you are not a kicker in the NFL. There's some. We'll get into that situation here in a little bit. But welcome into Sports with Balls. I'm Jeff Michael, your host, as always. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, if you're catching the live show, leave a comment. I'll try to get to it as soon as possible. If you're listening to the podcast version, man, appreciate you for tuning in, downloading, or however you do it. Let's thank a couple people before we get going. This show is brought to you by Christian's Tailgate Bar and Grill. Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. Just an incredible venue to watch sports, get your food on, visit with friends. Great place. Thiessen Law Firm, TheTexasTrialAttorney.com, 713-864-9000, 713-864-9000. I got a new one joining the group today. The plumber specialist, Lindsay Plumbing.com. That's LINDSAY plumbing.com. 281-373-3333. 281-373-3333. Been servicing the Houston and surrounding areas for over 30 plus years. In fact, I need to give my boy Matt Lindsay a call today. Had some plumbing issues at the house over the last couple of days. Had a toilet explode. Can you believe it? Turns out that toilet had a class action lawsuit on it. So we'll see what's going on with that. But thanks for tuning in. What do we got today? National holidays today. This is the last day of January the 31st. And man, it has been the longest January I could possibly imagine. Seems like this January has been going on for about 2 years. But it's January 31st, February 1st tomorrow. So let's get to the national holidays. National Fun at Work Day. I'm having a blast doing this, so hopefully you have fun today. National Hot Chocolate Day. Now, I got my coffee, but if you're a hot chocolate person, today's National Hot Chocolate Day. Appreciate your Social Security check. I'm not there yet. Backwards Day. Brandy Alexander, Brussels sprouts. Earned Income Tax Credit Awareness Day. Gorilla Suit Day. Wear your gorilla suit. There's a couple of mascots that have gorillas, so Gorilla Suit Day. Hell is Freezing Over Day. Hug an Economist. National Zebra Day. Wig Day. Heart with Art, whatever that is. Scotch Tape. Preschool Health and Fitness Day. Grammy Awards Day. Jackie Robinson's, the late, great Jackie Robinson's birthday, so it's his birthday today. Also, Justin Timberlake, with those of y'all that are fans. Nolan Ryan, the big Nolan Ryan. It is his birthday, so happy birthday, Nolan Ryan. That's it. That's your national holidays. That's your birthdays. Let's get into some sports. I don't even know how to really get into this Tucker situation, man. Justin Tucker. It's obviously very comparable to the Deshaun Watson situation. He's had some massage therapist alleged that I guess he was too handsy. Inappropriate sexual behavior by 6 massage therapists in the Baltimore area, according to an investigation by the Baltimore Banner. Tucker's conduct, according to the Post, caused some therapists to refuse to work with him again and resulted in 2 spa bannings from him, or they banned him, I guess, from returning. Occurred between 2012 and 2016, which were Tucker's first 5 seasons in the NFL. Obviously, very, very shades of Deshaun Watson-esque, if you will. There's some funny memes out there. This is not a funny situation, obviously, but Justin Tucker is in a situation. Now, what's interesting about this is that he didn't have the best season last year. And I know this has nothing to do with that. These things were between, 2012 and 2016? Yeah. So these allegations you're talking about, 13 years ago when this stuff happened. But he did have a bad season last year. Is this more of would this be easier for them to be like, okay, your time's up with us? Is this the end of Justin Tucker, who had some people had as one of the best kickers ever for a while? I don't know. But 6 massage therapists have accused him of inappropriate behavior. Now, we don't know what the inappropriate behavior is. This is definitely on par with the Deshaun Watson situation. The NFL is taking a look at it. The Baltimore Ravens are taking a look at it. He has since said the allegations are unequivocally false in a lengthy response that he put out on social media. He is subject to discipline under the NFL's personal conduct policy. It says, we first became aware of the allegations from the reporter investigating the story, and as they were not previously shared with the NFL, we take any allegation seriously and will look into the matter. So, I don't know. There's not a whole lot to say. I think just because this is brand new. Tucker's the most accurate kicker in NFL history at 89.1% of his field goal attempts. He is the longest tenured player on the Ravens, but this could all be coming to an end very, very quickly. I think if I'm reading this article correctly, the thing that stands out to me is that he was banned from 2 spas, banned from returning. That tells me that there was some inappropriate behavior. I don't know why it took them this long to get into it, why it took them this long to file a report. I don't know if there's a statute of limitations on this. In fact, maybe you need to call my boy Mark Thiessen, 713-86. Mark Thiessen, I've got his number right up here. You can call him right now. I need to ask him about this, 713-864-9000. Ask him about this Tucker stuff. Maybe we should have him on next week. Maybe he could shed some light. Mark Thiessen, if you're there, give us a call. But I don't know where to go with this. Because it was 2012 to 2016. It is now 2025. Why was this stuff not brought up earlier? If you ban somebody from your therapist's business, and it's an NFL player, high profile guy, how was this not made public a long time ago? That is awkward. The investigation after receiving Banner, this is the people that released this. It's called the Banner's article. The Banner, where does it say that? Said it began its investigation after receiving a tip on January 9th. 6 massage therapists contacted the Banner, alleged that Tucker exposed his genitals, brushed 2 of them with his exposed area, and left what they believe to be some stuff on a massage table after 3 of his treatments. Damn. This I'm reading for the first time. Wow. Is there proof of this? He exposed his genitals, brushed 2 of them with his exposed, and left what they believe and substance on the massage table after 3 of his treatments. My goodness. That's not good. To me, if any of this is true, you're fired. He will not be with the Ravens next year, probably not even in the NFL. And if I'm Tucker, maybe you call it a day. This is the first time I'm reading that. This just came out. Wow. This is part of his speech says, I support a process that allows claims to be properly investigated, but for the sake of myself and my family, I cannot allow these false claims to go unchallenged. I cannot be any clearer. These allegations are false and incredibly hurtful to both me and, more important, my family. So this is going to be a battle. 6, I don't know where how you have evidence from 13 years ago. On Tucker leaving a substance on the table after a couple of sessions. I don't know who these women are. I don't know 6 of them. Is this an exact Deshaun Watson situation? Which we found out was pretty true. Deshaun Watson was a creepy individual. I don't know. Is Tucker part of that clan? Man. 6 therapists And Justin Tucker will now go at it as they have accused him of inappropriate sexual behavior. All right, I digress. Let's move on. Man. Whew. All right. What else we got here? Some sad news in the sporting world, man. You guys have all seen the news where the airplane in Washington, D.C. crashed into the helicopter. There were apparently 14 figure skaters on that airplane. Part of the U.S. national team, I believe. Just an absolutely. It says 14 members of the figure skating community were passengers on the American Airlines jet that collided with an Army helicopter near Ronald Reagan National Airport. Just unbelievable and very, very sad day. And prayers out to all of the passengers and crew members on both of those vehicles. Just wow. Absolutely brutal. Unbelievable. And we hope that, we hope that they find out this was just an accident. Just a brutal accident. Just, man, ouch. What else we got in the news as far as the NFL? Let's see, man. Any big NFL news aside from the Ravens Tucker being accused of inappropriate behavior? The MVP race is pretty interesting. Mike Vick was on Dan Patrick yesterday and said that he believes the MVP race or voting should be done after the season. Because here's why. If you've got Josh Allen as your MVP this year, and now you've got Saquon Barkley all the way to the Super Bowl and had an incredible season, who's your MVP vote between those two now? It is for sure Saquon Barkley. Over 2,000 yards rushing, top 5 season of all time in NFL history for a running back. Dude, he may have a point. He may have a point. I don't know about making the MVP vote not just a regular season. I don't know. It's interesting, though, because Saquon definitely is the MVP if you're voting now. I mean, by far. It's not Mahomes. You got 2 teams left. It's Saquon. That guy had an incredible season. These are regular season awards, but yeah, he's got a good point. Remind me if I forget to tell you about a new rule in the NBA that's floating around. My goodness. What else we got going on here? This is a huge thing for the NFL. The NFL had 182 concussions this season. That is down 17% from 2023. That is massive. Good job for the NFL for getting this done. 182 down 17% from 2023. I don't know if it's the helmets. I don't know rules. I don't know. But whatever the NFL is doing, that's a great job. Fantastic job. It was getting brutal there for a while. And I think the average age of an NFL player is 65 years old. That's not good. That's not good at all. So them getting the concussions down 17% from 2023 is phenomenal. Good job for them. The Eagles have their defensive end Graham, who is known for his heroics in another Super Bowl 2 years ago. He is open. Brandon Graham opened the window to practice. So they may get another defensive player back. Guys, this is going to be a fun Super Bowl. This is going to be a good Super Bowl. I think the over-under is still at 50 or 49.5, somewhere around there. If these two teams play like they're supposed to, this should be an absolute blast. An absolute blast. Let's see. Football bettors post rare win versus Nevada Sportbooks. Was that last week? Do you guys finally getting the memo that the refs aren't? If you think the refs are cheating for Kansas City, to go ahead and gamble. If that's the case, the Chiefs went 15-2. I would place a bet on them every year or every week. You're going to win a lot of money. That's it for huge news. I think, let's see if the line is still the same and the over-under is still the same. We just talked about, I know there's Pro Bowl stuff, dude, but I'm not getting into that, man. I'm just not doing it. The over-under total has moved down a point. It's 48.5. Spread is still Kansas City minus a 1.5. What is the public on right now on this? The public is on Philadelphia, 56%. Damn, man. Always counting out the Chiefs. I'm not going to gamble on the game. I'm not going to gamble on the spread. I just hope it's a great game. I will take some prop bets. Those are the funnest thing to do in the Super Bowl, I believe. Heads and tails on the coin flip, stuff like that. National anthem stuff. That's, if you win $200 and if you get the coin flip and the national anthem right, you're off to a great afternoon. 5:30 p.m. February 9th, and you won $200 at 5:32 p.m. or right before that, 5:28. That is great. The rest should just be a lot of fun. So I'm going to do some prop bets on here. I'm sure next week I'll get into some good prop bets. I'll take a look at some stuff this weekend on player props, stuff like that, like touchdowns and whatnot. So we'll see what's going on there. The NBA. I told you we'd get into a little bit of NBA stuff today. Adam Silver floated an idea of moving the minute of the quarters from 12 minutes to 10 minutes. Because, and this actually makes a lot of sense, because you want the times, the MLB got the shot clock. I mean, not the shot clock, the pitch clock, and it's absolutely improved the game. Everybody was against it at first, but it has helped out tremendously. This would make the games around the NBA games, from moving it from 10 minutes or from 12 minutes to 10 minutes, would change the NBA games to about 2 hours, a runtime of 2 hours and 10 minutes. That makes it a lot more watchable. You're taking away a lot of commercial time, which is revenue, but I believe that may work. I know the records and I know all that stuff, man, stats, dude, but you've got to they need to do something on the NBA to make it more watchable. It used to be a blast. It is not fun to watch the NBA anymore. There's numerous posts out there, social media posts, where, I mean, you've got guys just jacking threes up from nowhere. There was over 111 threes shot in a game the other day. That's absurd. That is absurd, man. I don't know. And then you've got the free throws. SG from Oklahoma City shot 30-something free throws the other night. That's like Hack-a-Shack days. Like, the NBA is becoming unwatchable. It's not fun. So if this is going to make it more interesting, speed up the games a little bit, not make it as long as a runtime, I'm all for it. If Adam Silver can float any sort of ideas out there to make us more receptive to getting one of the top 4 major sports in America back to watchable, I'm all in. He said the NBA is the only league that plays 48 minutes, and I am a fan of 4 10-minute quarters. That is, again, from the Dan Patrick Show. The NBA games this season have run 2 hours and 16 minutes on average, nearly identical to the past 15 seasons, 215. And this would definitely take that down. Definitely take that down. So we'll see. We'll see what they have to do. He said the Silver also said that awarding 2 free throws to shooters who are fouled on 3-point attempts have been mentioned in conversations. That not too bad, because that will allow you to be more aggressive on defense on 3-pointers. It's just the 3-point. Steph Curry's changing the game. How about that? We'll see. The NBA's got a lot of work to do. Major League Baseball, we're going to turn a lot of our attention to that after next weekend, after next Sunday, because once the Super Bowl is over, pretty much pitchers and catchers report. I was looking at some spring training dates today. We might take the kids down to Florida to go see a couple of the Astros. I think the Yankees and Astros play March 8th in Florida. That'll be a lot of fun. We love to go down there and grab autographs. Just go to the games. Spring training games they're a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun, especially in South Florida. I think the Nationals and the Astros both have their spring training home in West Palm, and it is a blast to go to those games. You get a chance to go down there. Max Scherzer signs a deal with the Blue Jays, making more than Justin Verlander, 15.5. Justin Verlander's at $15 million. Man, Max Scherzer getting paid like a mother. Dude, he is getting paid from 3 different teams, and I mean, he's going to make a lot of money. A lot of money in the next few years. The Mets got to pay him. The Rangers need to pay him, and now he's getting money from the Blue Jays. Just Max Scherzer just making a mad amount of money out there. The Reds acquire reliever Rogers in a trade with the Giants. There's just not a lot of info as far as huge deals that are going on. The Alex Bregman Houston Astros deal still ongoing. There was Detroit Tigers talking there with Alex Bregman. There was Boston Red Sox stuff going on in there, but nothing yet. I think Alex wants $30 million. The Astros are at $26 million a year. That's not a huge difference, but it is a big difference. That's not insurmountable. But look, we're all sitting here chasing the Dodgers. Everybody, like the Los Angeles Dodgers, are just they are. That is an all-star team about to go in the season with which may be the best pitching roster that we've ever seen in baseball, and maybe the best hitting roster we've ever seen in baseball, barring injuries, which we know is a huge deal. The Dodgers should win 110 games. Maybe they'll get to the 113. Maybe they'll get 116. I don't know. But it's going to be a lot of fun to watch the Dodgers this year. And as an Astro fan, that is hard to say. That is really difficult to put out there. Look, I want to thank Thiessen Law Firm, thetexastrialattorney.com, 713-864-9000. Call Mark Thiessen. You get in a wreck, you get in trouble, call Mark Thiessen, 713-864-9000. Need some drinks? Want to get some food, watch some sports? Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. christianstailgate.com. Places flat out phenomenal, award-winning food, and the best atmosphere to watch your sports. Also, Butler CCS, West Butler, fire, water, mold, roofing, you name it. Call West Butler at Butler CCS Incorporated. And last but not least, the Lindsay Company, your local plumber specialist. 281-373-3333. 281-373-3333, or go to lindsayplumbing.com. My name is Jeff Michael. This is Sports with Balls, guys. You enjoy your weekend. I will be back on Monday, and we'll get into some more football and as we headed towards Super Bowl. See you guys.